mesmerizing me, honey.
Oh my God. He's definitely done something way wrong.
Well, let's have a look, see if you can answer this question. SIBO, what kind of steroids and where do you find steroids at? You can't buy steroids over the counter. If you need steroids, and there's a number of reasons that you might want steroids, you're going to have to go to your vet for that. So I'm not going to tell you what steroids to go even ask for because I don't know.
And James is not a vet.
And I'm not a vet. I just took a ticked male to a black tri-female. I'm not sure what you mean by ticked male. This may be some other kind of dogs besides Frenchies, so I'm not sure I'm qualified to answer this one. No, I'm not going to answer that one. Sorry. My female has a copy of small B and small CO. Well, she can make you Isabellas and new shades. This is JB. Just purchased a female. Visual tan points. I wanted to see if you can tell me exactly what she is and what she can produce. Her DNA is AT, which is?
Double tan points.
Double tan points.
Big
B, little b. Test one copy testable chocolate. Big D, little d, one copy of blue. Little CO chocolate. Big E, little e, one copy of cream. NEM, one copy of black mask. What can she make? She can make fawns. She can make chocolate. She can make testable chocolate. She can make blues. She can make lilacs. She can make Isabellas. She can make new shades. She can make platinums. Yeah, you make a whole bunch of different stuff, and she can make fawns with the right dogs. So there you go. So that's a nice mix of DNA there. You know, you can have what's called a rainbow litter. I like these litters because you have a very interesting litter of all mixture of dogs that are valuable, dogs that other people want. So good deal. Chucks, 21 hours ago. My dog is 1.2 on day 8. Is this normal? No, she's a bit low. Probably a young dog if I was guessing. So day 8 is about a day before ovulation. Expected to be about a 4. So she's about 3 days behind that. So nothing to get worried about, but she's a bit slow. Ruben Acosta. I have a male puppy, 9 weeks old. Mum is a blue with tan points, Sarah's a Moor with tan points. My puppy has tan paws, tan rear, tan cheeks, but no tans above her eyes. Is she considered blue with tan points?
Yes.
Or just blue? Yes, exactly. Or just blue?
No.
Well, blue with tan points or just blue and tan? Well, they're the same thing. She's a blue and tan.
Points. She's a blue and tan, or she's a blue with tan points.
Yeah, same thing.
Both the same thing.
As opposed to a blue that carries tan points, it should be a single copy. So she's a blue and tan, and incidentally, by the way, apparently she doesn't have brindle, because if she did, the tan points wouldn't show.
Well, they would show, but they'd have ugly,
muddled
looking things.
Muddled up, kind of.
Looks like veins or marbling.
Yes, right. Not distinct at all. Trent M. Would you consider a female who was still bred on time with a quality start and everything correct timing, but went through a false pregnancy under the absorption, health, or just freak occurrence category? I'm not. Your English here is a bit rough on me. Look, you have a dog that you think you bred right. You looked at the video to all the things that you should be doing. If you didn't take, you're just unlucky. Maybe a younger dog, whatever. Breed her again next time, probably be successful. Here's a good one. Mr. Sleeps. Love your informative videos. Do you know if genetics has anything to do with litter size? Has a female that's dropped a litter of pups and the same pups when adult dropped 1 litter pups? I'm not sure about you understand. Well, look, I will just answer the question about whether hereditary has anything to do with litter size. What do you think, Tammy? No? I'm saying yes. I'm saying you get a good...
I'm saying timing.
Well, absolutely. The biggest thing, yes. But there's an anecdotal evidence that says if your girl came from a big litter, that she could very likely have big litters too. So that would be hereditary. So I think there is some evidence of that. But I've never read a scientific double-blinded paper that'd be very hard to do that really talks about this in any kind of proper way, other than just what's people's experiences on this. So I suspect that it's probably true, but I don't have any evidence to really back it up. Lucy again, what is the difference between Lilac Fawn and an Isabella? Colours are very similar visually.
No.
Well, they can be. Lilac Fawn.
Lilac fawn, an Isabella is a totally different color than a lilac fawn.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna disagree with you. Well, let's talk about. Why don't you tell us then, Tammy? What you an Isabella?
Because there's solid color all over when they're an Isabella. They don't have the lilac face for the fawn body. They're a color that's the same color all over.
Well, I know what this is going to come.
Unless it has 10 points.
Yeah, I know what it's going to come down to, and Tammy's going to say the same thing that I'm going to say. That is, without DNA testing, you don't know what you got.
Right,
but let's
exactly.
just talk. So, if you're trying to identify the difference between a lilac fawn and Isabella, you could be severely wrong and pay either way too much or way too little for the dog, because there's a big difference in price in those two dogs.
Or you're going to make somebody mad selling a dog that's really a lilac fawn instead of an Isabella.
But let's talk about lilacs. The first thing is that lilacs come in all shades, from silvery all the way to almost looking chocolate. And a lilac fawn tends to look more like a fawn dog than it does anything else. I think about, who's the dog we used to have? He was a pretty dog. I can't think of his name now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But he was very, very light coloured. And Isabellas tend to be a lighter colour anyway, generally. So I can see that one could see two dogs that could be an Isabella and a lilac fawn and be having a hard time picking out which is which. So the answer is we'd have a hard time picking it out. And the answer is DNA test. Well, someone is thanking me. It's Lucy again. We told her she was fixing to have puppies at some point, and we told her to go do a progesterone test to find out what's going on, and she did, and everything was good. So good. Good. Laurie Bond, thank you. We're talking about surgical inseminations explained. My vet performed the AI once at 14, and second attempt was 2 days later. Unfortunately, it was unsuccessful. I'm planning again with my female is ready. I'm not sure what procedure I should do in order to achieve successful pregnancy. Please advise. Well, the lack of your puppies is probably not because you did TCI. The lack of getting puppies is probably timing. One thing that I would recommend next time is that number one, you didn't mention about whether the sperm was checked. That's important in this whole process. The other thing is I would do another progesterone test when you think you're finished to make sure that the progesterone level has gone up above a 20, because you can get in trouble. What are you doing here, right? Police car. It's everything in the police car.
It's a total police car.
Okay.
It's from another town.
They can't pull you over?
No.
Okay. Tammy just went past the police car at 80. She's pretty brave. Let's see what happens here. Here he comes.
Do your program. Leave my driving alone. I'm going to get James one of those little steering wheels that they give babies in a car seat so he can feel good about himself over here.
I'm going to get you one of those little baby bottles to put in your mouth so you just suck on that.
Yeah.
I watched lots of videos. Oh yeah, she's saying here a video. She's what East Coast Kicks is saying, that I'm very available to talk to, but when they go to the vet, they won't even talk to you, let you come in. That's so true. It varies by vet, right? You know, I think we're past this where the vets wouldn't even let you come in the office because of COVID. So maybe we're past that after 2 years, but they've kind of learnt a different kind of behavior, some of these vets, where it's so convenient for them to not have to put up with the public, and that's what they do. That's anyway. All right, there's another 10 minutes going by. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate people who subscribe to me. It helps me, encourage me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them. Bye.